Hi friends, today we are going to see about a powerful web server Nginx. Agenda is to quickly go over the introduction of Nginx, followed by the commands to install Nginx in Ubuntu 22.04.01 version, and followed by the commands to uninstall the Nginx along with the demo. Let's start with the introduction. Nginx is one of the most powerful web server in the world. Very large website with the highest traffic sites are hosted in the web server. Apache Web Service is another popular web server. Both these web server hosts around 50% of the websites in the world. Nginx differs from Apache in its architecture. That is, Nginx is non-threaded and it's event-driven architecture. This enables Nginx to handle a lot of requests faster and with less memory footprint. Apart from using Nginx as a web server, so we can also use them as a reverse proxy. Okay, so look, cache the content and as a load balancer to load balance the incoming request. This simple diagram depicts how Nginx can be used as a reverse proxy, which accepts all the requests from the clients and then routes the request to the app servers. By this, Nginx shields all the app servers from the outside world, so nobody knows what is the IP of the app servers, what they are trying to access. Moving to the next section, let's see the commands to install Nginx in Ubuntu. You can see here, this is the only command to install Nginx in Ubuntu, that is sudo apt install Nginx. It's that simple. Before running this command, we need to run the command sudo apt update. So this is to update the package manager. It resynchronizes the local indexes with the configured sources, so that it has the latest versions, the dependency of the packages. So once we run this, the indexes are updated. So once we run the install nginx command, so it installs the latest version of nginx and its dependencies. Yeah. So so here for every command we are using sudo is to install it using the admin rights. Okay, so the alternative is that you can use sudo su, and then you can use you can switch the user to admin user, and after that you can skip the sudo in all these commands and then just run apt update or apt install nginx. Okay, so either approach works fine. Okay. So now after the installation we can check the status of nginx, whether it is running using the command systemctl status nginx. Yeah. So once we install the nginx using the package manager, it installs as a services, so that once the Ubuntu restarted, it automatically starts the Nginx as a service. So you don't need to start. Once the Ubuntu restarts, it automatically starts it. So to stop the Nginx, we use the command systemctl stop Nginx, and to start the Nginx we can use the systemctl start Nginx, and to restart the Nginx after any configuration updates we can use the command systemctl restart Nginx. So let's go to the demo part and see how these commands work. Let's start by opening the terminal to install Nginx. Let's provide the command sudo apt update. When prompted for password, please provide the password. So this resynchronizes the local indexes with the configured sources for apt package manager. Now it's up to date. Let's install Nginx using sudo apt install Nginx. So when prompted for yes, please provide yes to use the additional disk space. Now it downloads all the dependent packages and then it installs the Nginx. Yep, so it installed successfully. Let's check the status of Nginx using systemctl status Nginx. Yeah, it's already running. Let's open a browser to check whether we get any test page. Ideally there will be a test page. Yeah, by default the default server listens on 80 port, and then it has a text page which comes up fine. So this tells us that the Nginx is installed successfully. Let's try to stop and then check how it's behaving. So for the stop command, sudo systemctl stop nginx. So this stops the nginx. Let's check the status by using status command. So it says inactive. Let's re-verify using the browser. Yes, it's not loading the page, which means then it's stopped. Let's start the nginx using start command. This came successful. Let's look into the status once again. It's active and running. Let's re-verify it from the browser. Yes, we do get the test page. So if you want to restart, you can also use the command restart. So basically it restarts nginx. So you can recheck the status once it is up after the restart. Yes, it's up. So now the installation is complete. Let us look into the important folders where the Nginx would keep its configuration files. Okay, so the first folder is etc nginx. So this is a very important folder. All the configurations, like the main configuration file name is nginx.conf. This is the main configuration file. When Nginx starts, it tries to read this configuration, and then according to the configuration listed in this file, it starts the Nginx. Next important folder is log. By default, the default server writes the log to var/log/nginx folder. So you'll have two files, access.log, error.log. So if there are any error during starting Nginx or restarting Nginx, you can check it in the error.log. So usually it provides the log statements there. And access.log, for every request you are giving in a browser which reaches the Nginx, it contains the details like what is the URL, what is the response size, etc. Another important folder is the test HTML, right? So that will be present in var www.html. So this is where that test HTML what you see in the browser is present. So this is access the document root for the default web server, which ships along with the Nginx. Let's see the commands to uninstall the Nginx. To uninstall Nginx in Ubuntu, so we have to just give the command sudo apt purge nginx-common nginx-full. So automatically purges all the mentioned packages. Once this command is successful, the Nginx would be uninstalled. So to remove the dependent components, we can also run sudo apt auto remove. So this will remove all the dependent packages of Nginx. Let's uninstall the Nginx. So let's use the command sudo apt purge nginx-common nginx-full. So this command uninstalls Nginx. Please be advised, purge removes the configuration files in /etc/nginx. So from this folder it removes all the configuration files. So please take the backup if you needed one. But I think it might not delete the HTML files from the document root /var/www, but let's check that after running this command. So when prompted, please provide the password. So let's say yes. So it uninstalls all the mentioned packages. Okay, so you can see in the logs here it didn't remove the HTML files. It says that it is not empty, so it's not removed. So I think the HTML files are there in the document root, but let's see whether it removed the configuration files. Yes, it removed the configuration files. Let's check whether it removed the log files. Yes, it too deleted the log files. So please take the backup of configuration on the log files before running the purge command. Alternatively, if you needed this configuration files to be intact, so you can use the remove command. So the remove command just uninstalls the Nginx binaries. So we will also run sudo apt auto remove command to remove all the dependent packages. So there are no dependent packages because we have already removed using the purge command. That is nothing but nginx-common. So these are all some dependent packages. So with this we complete the uninstallation of Nginx in Ubuntu. That's all for this video. I hope you liked this video. If you really like the content, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot, and see you soon in another video.